PROMT Translation Server, or PTS, is a client-server machine translation system intended for the translation of variously formatted texts in corporate intranet networks. By means of PTS, you can translate from English, German, French, Spanish, Italian, Chinese, Ukrainian, Polish, Latvian, Russian, and back. PTS provides general access to translation functions through a web interface. Because of this, every employee of the company can easily translate text on the server without installing the program on an individual workstation. To translate text, use the text translation bar. You will see a simple interface consisting of two windows, which may be arranged however you would prefer. Select the language pair before translating. Manually enter the text or copy-paste it from the clipboard in the source text window. While entering the text, you will see the translation in real time in the translation window. If the display fragment properties function is activated, you can put your cursor on a fragment of the text and see its translation and the dictionary information from which it came. In order to get better translation, specify the profile of the text. For example, in dealing with the text on the About Oil topic, use the appropriate profile. In this case, the translation will be terminologically more exact. To translate Microsoft Office files, go to the File Translation bar and specify the file path, its format, the direction of the translation, and the profile. The translation will appear in the new window, and more importantly, the document formatting will be saved. PTS allows a user to translate both individual documents as well as groups of files. Thus, you can track what documents have already been translated. An important feature of PTS is the ability to plug the translation function into all basic desktop applications. For example, in Microsoft Word, there will be an additional tab labeled PROMT Translator. After selecting a direction of translation and a profile, you can get the translation which will appear in a new window with the formatting saved. PTS supports Office 2010 and earlier versions. In Microsoft Excel, you can translate the whole document as well as certain tabs or even individual cells. The translation can either replace existing text or appear in a new window. For example, when you translate a worksheet, the translation could appear in a new worksheet. In Microsoft Outlook, you can translate particular letters as well as entire folders. When you translate entire folder, the translation can appear either in the same folder or in a new one. When you translate a particular letter, the translation will appear as a new letter. To get fast translation of any web pages, you can plug the PROMT translator into your browser. Don't forget to specify a direction of translation and a profile. The translation will appear in a new window. Note that the formatting of the original page will be saved. PTS includes a simple set of instruments for translation quality improvement. You can manage the translation settings in the Translation Setup bar. The Translation Setup bar will appear if you have linguist access rights. When translating specialized texts, it is very important to choose the correct profile. The profile is a set of variable linguistic parameters which are saved and used when you translate texts of a certain domain. Already existing in PTS are 30 profiles set up by PROMT experts who took into account the specific terminology used in this field. To see the settings of a particular profile, just press the appropriate button. As we can see, for example, the finance profile includes 6 domain-specific dictionaries. To improve translation quality by utilizing the rules and terminology generally used by your company, changes can be made in the Translation Setup menu. In the Dictionaries bar, you can create a new user dictionary or edit an existing one. In your own user dictionary, you can add a new word or phrase. Thus, you can edit the translation of the words in existing user dictionaries or add entirely new ones. Your word or phrase will appear in your dictionary after saving. The created dictionary can be connected to the profile which you will use for translation. To do this, go to the Profiles bar. You can make changes in the existing profile or create an absolutely new profile based on a current one. If you choose this option, all the settings of the current profile will be transferred to your new profile. After creating a new profile, you can connect your own dictionary to it. You can also connect bases of translation memory to your profile. All translation memory bases are kept in the appropriate bar. Now when you translate text with this profile, the system will take all your changes into account. After translating the text anew, you will see that the translation appears to be much more qualified. Moreover, it allows you to save the settings once you get the desired translation. With the purchase of PTS, you will also get one license of a desktop version, which allows a user to do all of the following: control terminology, create and edit dictionaries in professional mode and import and edit glossaries, set up and edit translation, compare machine translation to human translation, import and edit translation memory bases. You can easily transfer these settings to the server by means of PTS Sync utility. Once transferred, these settings will be available to all users in the company. These settings can be made by specialists of your own company or PROMT personnel. PTS provides ample opportunities for administration. If you have such access, you will see an applicable bar in the left part of the interface. The administrator controls the access of various user groups to the various commands of the PTS web interface. PTS allows users to get qualified translation of correspondence, documents within a corporate network, or information from websites. With PTS, you can completely automate the process of translation within your company. If you want to learn more about PTS, please call us or contact via email. Our specialists are always happy to answer any questions or to provide additional information.